Welcome and thank you for taking the time to sit down and exercise your focus. Let's start by releasing. We're going to drop the shoulders away from the ears, creating space between the shoulders and the ears. Adjusting yourself if you notice any tension or if you feel uncomfortable. Always remembering that this isn't a marathon. The number one priority is that you feel comfortable. Allowing those shoulders to find that comfortable position. Feeling that space between the shoulders and the ears. Remembering that when we're in a state of distress, we're ready to attack. The shoulders are hunched, tension floods the body. We're now simply spending some time sending eustress signals to the brain via the body. Now that we've created space between the shoulders and the ears, let's move the light of our focus to the edges of our eyes. In distress, we're searching for danger. We're squinting and judging the environment around us. We're sitting safely with our eyes closed now, so there's no need to squint. So we can release the muscles at the edges of the eyes as much as possible, feeling a circular shape return through the eyes. Now that you're feeling release through the shoulders and through the eyes, drop the light of your focus to the tip of your tongue. To release the tongue, we place the tip of the tongue along the gum line above the top two middle teeth. We store so much tension in the tongue, and that overflows into the jaw and into the neck and down the spine. So by learning and remembering how to release the tongue effectively, we can get ahead of that overflow of tension. The tip of the tongue along the gum line above the top two middle teeth. And the tongue is now hanging like a hammock. With the tongue now released, we can effectively unclench the jaw. And remembering the jaw isn't the chin. The jaw primarily sits up underneath the ears. So releasing the jaw and feeling that release flow down to the chin. With our warm-up finished, we're going to prepare to start our exercise. And now shifting the light of your focus into the internal environment as you shine the light of your focus into the middle of the mind. We start our exercise by thinking in the middle of the mind, slowly, smoothly and steadily. Our traction target, moksha. This sound, moksha, is repeating slowly, smoothly and steadily in the middle of the mind. Always remembering that this is an exercise. And like all exercises, it requires reps. We shine the light of our focus on the traction target, moksha, knowing that we will get distracted. The distraction is the effortless first half of the rep. When you notice you've become distracted, when you notice the light of your focus has been pulled, when you notice the first half of the rep has occurred effortlessly, you simply finish the rep by coming back to the traction target, moksha, and repeating that sound slowly, smoothly and steadily in the middle of the mind. This back and forth process is the exercise. Without the distraction, there is no exercise. Without the distraction, there are no benefits. So part of our exercise, part of the training, is learning how to accept the distraction, not only as a natural mechanism of the brain, a mechanism that's kept our species alive, but also as an important part, as a vital part of this life-changing exercise. We're not fighting the distraction. We're utilizing the distraction. So again, noticing where the light of your focus is shining, and whether it's been distracted by an internal thought or an external sound. If you notice the distraction, you're noticing that the first half of the rep has effortlessly occurred. And so now with your gratitude, bring it back to moksha, repeating slowly and smoothly in the middle of the mind. Repeating this process, this back and forth, as many times as required. Checking in on your focus and finishing off the rep if required. Noticing where the light of your focus is shining. And as always, if required, complete the rep by coming back to moksha, repeating this sound slowly, smoothly, and steadily in the middle of the mind. And remembering it doesn't matter what moksha sounds like. There's no beat that it needs to follow. It doesn't need to sound like anything in particular. Moksha is simply our traction target. The point that we are coming back to complete our rep. It is simply how we're responding to noticing the distraction. It is simply the sound that we return to so that we can finish the rep. Because every time we complete a rep, our focus becomes stronger. Every time we complete a rep, we take another step closer to having a fit focus. And a fit focus is the key to our freedom. So again, noticing where the light of your focus is shining, and if needed, bringing it back with gratitude to our traction target, moksha, repeating slowly, smoothly, and steadily in the middle of the mind. Where is your focus shining? If you notice that it's been distracted, that's great. You've noticed that half the rep has occurred completely effortlessly. And all you need to do now is bring your focus back to shining on our traction target, moksha, repeating slowly, smoothly, and steadily in the middle of the mind. noticing where the light of your focus is shining. And if you notice that you have been distracted, remember that we're not concerned with the distraction. We are here to exercise. We recognize the distraction as helping trigger the first half of the rep so that now we can return to moksha and complete the rep. With your focus now shining on the sound moksha, repeating slowly, smoothly and steadily in the middle of the mind. Moksha, moksha, moksha. I'm going to leave you for a little while to practice the back and forth on your own. And I'll check in on your focus again soon. Noticing where the light of your focus is shining. And if required, coming back to the traction point. Coming back to moksha, repeating in the middle of the mind, slowly, smoothly and steadily. And repeating this back and forth process as many times as needed. Where is your focus shining? If you notice that it's been distracted, complete the rep by coming back to our traction point repeating moksha in the middle of the mind, slowly, smoothly and steadily. And I'm going to leave you here now to practice your reps on your own, and I'll let you know when it's time to end the exercise. Noticing where the light of your focus is shining. And one last time, bring it back to moksha, feeling gratitude and warmth towards this sound. Because without the distraction and without this sound, the exercise is impossible. Stretching the arms, arching the spine, rolling the neck, gently bringing your focus back into the body and gently opening your eyes.